Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading today. I hope you're all doing really well, as always. I'm going to get started. You're the chosen one this time, Gemini. Spirit wanted me to start with you. So we have a discovery. Welcome, by the way, if you're joining me for the first time. It's really good to have you here. And thank you to all of you who've taken the time to like and subscribe and engage in the channel. It's just really lovely, and it really helps the channel to be seen more. So thank you so much. We have discovery, increase. We have conflict. But we have the healing light. Always good to see. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the angels of the four directions. I'm going to run out of space because I've put these little lights, which are very pretty, I have to say. So let me see what you can see. Yeah, I think we're okay. Right, Gemini, let's get started. There's some sort of discovery going on, and there may be some information that you've either just found out or are about to find out. Now, this is very valuable information. You see how this person has been panning for these precious stones, and there he is. Finally, he's found one. Feels like there's some information coming your way, Gemini. As I say, some of you will have heard it already. That's really going to put a different dimension, bring a different dimension in to a situation that I believe you're dealing with or you're looking at getting involved with. That may sound a bit complex, but it's going to be different for all of you because it's a general reading. I always say this, but I do get the feeling, and they're giving me more information as we go along. So I do get the feeling that this is information that you weren't expecting, but it's almost like something that has come your way that you didn't know about. And I think in a way it's going to safeguard you somehow. Not that I feel you're at any risk particularly, Gemini, but you know, if you're waiting to or thinking about getting involved in something new, and then you hear something that puts an element of doubt in your mind. It's got that sort of feeling about it. So look out for a piece of information that comes your way that makes you take maybe a little step back or makes you think about things in a different way. So this can relate to any situation you're dealing with in your life at the moment. It could cause you Spirit said to me, it could cause you a little bit of stress just because you're having to, not because it's a stressful situation, but just because you're having to think about things in a different way. You know, you have the potential here to improve things, to, you know, increase your lot. Basically, that's a really strange phrase. But, you know, to actually make things better, you may be looking at some form of business deal, some form of investment, some form of, well, maybe moving to a bigger house. We have this huge house here. And I always think with this card, this house brings a lot of stability. And it could be that if you'd gone ahead with whatever this was in the way that you were going to, then it may have been detrimental to the progress that you're making, Gemini. I know that sounds odd. Please let me know if it resonates for you, because it's a very interesting message. It's very layered today. We see with this increase card that there's actually positivity around. We have all these crystals amongst the trees. We have this long drive leading to this house that gives us this feeling of solidity, security, safety. And it feels like, you know, you've been working your way towards a goal of some sort, Gemini. And I'm not saying that whatever this is, if there's something new that you're thinking of getting involved in, just make sure you check all the details, is what they're saying. Because, as I say, I don't see a major disaster, but it just could bring complications at a later date. So it's a valuable piece of information because it stops you from, going down a rabbit hole, basically. That's really interesting. There could be some conflict that arises from this situation. It could be that if you're planning to get involved in a project of some sort with another person, they may not like the fact that you want to do things differently because of the piece of information that you've heard. They may actually say, hey, hang on a minute, you're leaving me on my own to deal with this. Well, that may not be the case, but you want to do things differently. And I do feel that the person that you're thinking of getting involved with, in whatever way, shape or form it is for you, Gemini, I do feel they know about it. But I think they were willing to take the risk, whereas you're perhaps not. And Spirit are saying you're absolutely right, Gemini. As I say, it's not going to be a total disaster if you do, but you need to check out all the detail. Spirit are saying this situation will be resolved. They're sending you a lot of healing. They're making sure that you've got this air of protection around you, this ball of protection around you, bubble of protection around you. I'm so tired. Do bear with me. I will find the right words in the end. But, like this bubble of protection around you, healing this situation. And I do think you'll be able to progress with whatever this is for you. To say, it could be something in your personal life. It could be a project you're working on. Could be something new you're getting into. Could even be something as basic, and I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but they've just said to me sports club. It's something like, you want to join a sports club, but then you find out that there's actually lots of hidden fees. I don't know why I've used that as an example, but for some reason they said sports club to me. So there we are. If that resonates with you, let us know in the comments. There's a lot of protection around you, Gemini. On the bottom of the deck, we see the angels of the 4 directions. So eventually I got the word right and talked about a protective bubble there with the healing light. You are protected, Gemini, from all angles. So yeah, it's like having a protective bubble around you. I learned this a long time ago, where I was advised to, when I was anxious about dealing with something or going into a certain situation, or even, when you're going for interviews and stuff like that, I was advised to put myself in, to imagine myself inside a large bubble, either with white light for spiritual protection or a pink light for that feeling of love and security. So, it's worth trying. If you haven't tried it, give it a whirl. It's really, really effective. So, Gemini, let's find out what this is all about, and let's get some advice from Spirit on which way they want you to go. We have this deck that they want me to use today. So let's find out. Tell us more about this piece of information. I do think it's information rather than a physical thing that you're going to be finding, Gemini. You're going to be happy. You're going to be happy that you found out this piece of information, because I do think it's going to save you time and effort later on, Gemini. And, here we have you celebrating. So it's very much good news. Whatever this is, it may mean that you're adjusting your plans slightly, but, it will save you in the long run, because had you gone down that path with the arrangements that you had, you would have been left feeling out in the cold and feeling like there's going to be delays before you can achieve. You see, funnily enough, we have this large house that I referenced earlier in that card, with you heading straight towards it. But we have the 5 of Pentacles, where we see the large house behind you. I think it's actually a church. But, nevertheless, a large building behind you, but you are actually walking away from it. You're not walking towards it. So I do think that it would have created unnecessary delays for you. So yeah, that's why you're feeling happy about finding out that piece of information. It's going to save you time and effort. Spirit are saying use your intuition. You've got High Priestess energy here. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. We've got the energy of the High Priestess. You can't get anyone who's more insightful or intuitive than the High Priestess. So they're saying, you know, if you do end up in some sort of conflict with a person connected with this situation, then just use your intuition on how to handle it, Gemini. You'll be absolutely fine. They will try and play games with you. We have Devil energy. Interesting. Wow. What a face-off that'll be. I'm talking in spiritual terms. I'm not talking in your practical terms. We have the High Priestess intuition. We have somebody else playing games here, Devil energy, you know. And what Spirit are saying is use your intuition, because your intuition will tell you that they're playing games with you, Gemini. As I say, I don't see any major catastrophes for you. There may just be a bit of a conversation to be had to highlight this issue and to be able to work around it. You may have to put more time into it than you thought. In terms of, I don't mean effort in terms of time into it. I mean, you know, you may feel that this has been going on for a long time. This is an unnecessary delay at this point. But like I said, if you'd actually gone down the path that you were intending to regarding this issue, it would have taken you away from moving forward. So yes, sorting this situation out may take time, Gemini, but you are protected while you're waiting. It doesn't mean your plans aren't going to work. In fact, exactly the opposite. By finding a more positive way forward that suits you more and costs you less time, maybe less money, less effort, it will pay off in the long run. So the wait is going to be worth it. They're protecting you from making a mistake here or making a decision that could cause you problems further down the line. Look at this. Lovely. I love to see this, especially coming up now, because after saying about all this delay, we're looking at the Wheel of Fortune. So your luck will change. As I say, I do think there's going to be a positive outcome. You are protected on all levels. And I think that whatever this situation is for you, yes, there may be something to sort out now, but in the long run, your fortune is going to change and you will be able to walk that path to this big house, to the stability, whatever that symbolizes for you, Gemini. Let's just see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it leads to a fresh start. So it is about sort of reassessing these plans and actually looking at a new way of approaching them, a new start, a new perception, really. And that will get you to where you want to be. That is a fascinating reading. I've not had one like that for a while. So, Gemini, I'm going to pull some Moonology and we'll draw this to a close. Let's just see. What have we got for Gemini, please? What do you want to tell them, Spirit? Yeah, this is exactly what they're saying. Look at the bigger picture, you know? There may be other ways of approaching whatever it is you're trying to do at the moment. Whatever plans, you may not know about this yet. Someone may come to you with an offer, but it's the old adage about things being too good to be true. So, as they said, look at the bigger picture, check the detail within that picture, and you'll be absolutely fine. Communication is key. You know, we have this here. We have you and your intuition, and we have someone with devil energy around you causing a bit of conflict because they want to push ahead with things as they are. No, talk it through and find a better way that is better and protects you, Gemini. It is time to take action though. Yes, it is. So keep pushing forward. You know, you're not doing anything wrong. And whatever this situation is, it's not that it's not right for you. I said a lot of nots then, didn't I? But it's not that it's not right for you. It's just, as I said, Spirit are protecting you from making a bit of a mistake that will get in your way when you're trying to move forward. One more, let's see. A fiery climax approaches. Well, that's interesting. When people see this card, they often think there's going to be major arguments. No, I read that as passion for you. I do feel we know your luck is changing. We know you've got all this protection. And, you know, I think in the end, you will feel really good and really passionate about the new start you're trying to make. And as if you didn't need any more reassurance here, Gemini, not only did you have the Wheel of Fortune, but we also have on the bottom of the deck, luck is on your side. Like we said, you've got all that spiritual protection going on. So you can't go wrong with that, can you? I don't know what you can see in that camera. I've changed the camera angle. So I do apologise if some of the cards are a bit out of shot. But I hope that resonated with some of you. If any of you would like a personal reading to look at your personal circumstances around this, then do look at the details in the description box below. And what else? Yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, I'd really love you to. It just helps the algorithm pick up the videos. So that would be something you can do for me. So thank you so much. If you liked the video, please do like it. And Gemini, I will speak to you again really soon. Bye for now.